With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Giants of Brooklyn.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Brooklyn.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
They go play action here on first down.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he's corralled, but now before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Right there, right.
He'll drop to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, smash Bronco!
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in? Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Let's go now.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Check, Bobcats, check, Bobcats. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Here we go.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Ryan.
He'll look to throw.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
This is 2nd and 8. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go check. 60 by 6.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, you think about what it's taken to get to this point. The Giants and the Jets, obviously historic franchises, shared the stadium for years, never felt fully right. Well, now you got 2 New York teams with 2 different homes. And this team in Brooklyn, I'll tell you what, walking in, seeing the excitement on the fans' faces, they are ready to embrace a team here in Brooklyn, and this should be a fun experience to watch unfold. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Giants! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
That he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Lamb will go in motion. Second and 11.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That one was tipped in the air and became almost a 50-50 ball. No one came up with it, so it turned into an incompletion. But remember, on the previous drive, he threw an interception. I think that one almost caused well, not almost. I think that one caused a mental flashback for everyone. Threw the pick before. Could this turn into a second one? And how would that alter the game for him?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Down at the 35. It'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, they'll run it here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll drop to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
After playing like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he hits him in stride. And that's good for a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's a throw to his running back. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
19 tight, 18 rattlers, 18 rattlers, Cowboy 80.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his line back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 78 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking at mid-season form here in the opener.
Ready, get. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down and 8.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
79 Broncos. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Back to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down and 4. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
3rd and 3.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Check. Third. Right there.
Back to throw here. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for him here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
But this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
Pass there over the middle to start things out. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
He'll try again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Giants have opened the lead up to 30. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2nd and 2. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, It comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll give them another shot here on the ground. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as...
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
This 2nd and 4.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Giants, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a